Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about a few of my experiences with the Ouija board. Two of these include talking to real people that were involved in real tragedies. Alright guys, let's get started. So in the first story, I was at my old apartment and we were playing with the Ouija board. We went through talking to several different spirits when we came across one that was outwardly malevolent. At this point, we had played with the board several times and figured we knew how to deal with these spirits. We told it wasn't welcome here and asked it where it was. It spelled out bedroom. After about 10 seconds later, we heard something walk from one side of the bedroom above us to the other side where my friend's dog was in its cage. We heard the cage slam up against the wall and the dog started squealing and whining. We all ran upstairs and flipped on the light just to see that no one was there. We found the dog in its cage with the cage door unlocked and she was in the corner of it whimpering. On the back of its neck, it looked as though someone had grabbed it. Its fur was pulled up in a way it would be if someone were there pulling it hard. We decided it was time to end the Ouija board session. Later that night, we were sitting on the couch where you could see the kitchen and the back door. One of our friends jumped up and said they had just seen a girl standing in the kitchen, but when we looked, there was no one there. Since then, we have had many more experiences in that apartment. The next story occurred at my friend's house. We were casually playing with the Ouija board and talking to spirits, one of which said they were a little girl that got hit by a car while riding their bike. It was a very sad feeling that came about in the atmosphere. She told us she was in heaven with God, which made us feel a little bit better and gave us hope that not every spirit in the Ouija board was evil, considering most of the evil ones that we had talked to got pissed about the mention of God. After speaking to the little girl, another spirit started speaking to us. She told us her story on how she had died. She said her boyfriend had pushed her down the stairs at a nearby high school and she broke her neck on impact. She told us a few more details about what had happened. After we were done playing with the Ouija board, we decided to Google what she had told us. To our surprise, there was a girl that was killed at Halls High School about 10 minutes from us. Her boyfriend had pushed her down the stairs and she was apparently never found. None of us had heard this story until now, but it was all over the internet. The odd thing was that on her anniversary of her death, her boyfriend was supposedly found dead in his car with his throat slit. I'm not sure how much is true and how much was hoax, but the fact is, this same stairwell in Halls High School is still off limits to this day. So this is going to be the last story. Me and my daughter's mother were playing with the Ouija board in Oak Ridge at a hotel. We had been staying there as her grandmother had recently passed away. So she wanted to talk to her one last time, and she did. But what happened before this was what was odd. The first spirits we talked to claimed to have lived and worked in Oak Ridge during the time that the Manhattan Project was going on. They worked at a chemical plant. Now, back in that time period, it wasn't odd for young teenagers to be working in a factory. At one point, we were speaking to a young man that said he was 18 years old, and he had about 12 others with him. He said that he and the other kids died during an explosion at one of the plants in Oak Ridge. They said it wasn't an accident, but a terrorist attack that the newspapers had actually deemed as an accident. Then it got stranger. The person that supposedly attacked had started talking to us and just kept apologizing like they wanted to redeem themselves for what they did. This is where it got really chilling. Now, this happened back in March of 2016. He told us that something was going to happen again in 2018. Something big was going to happen. They said Donald Trump was going to be president at the time and someone was going to cause something because of their dislike for him. Now, at the time, we didn't think Trump was even going to make it into the primaries, much less become president. And keep in mind that I actually supported Trump. So this isn't me just hating Trump or anything like that. But even so, this makes me a little bit worried since this is not the first time that the Ouija board has told me something that's actually come true. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out some of my other paranormal videos that are on my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.